Hi family, I hope you're good. I hope you're feeling blessed. It's your sister Portia Mohau again. Um, I'm sorry for being AWOL, if you call it AWOL. I know I've not been posting, though I really want to post, but I cannot due to my hectic schedule. But then we cannot cry over that. I'm here. Thank you so much for your likes, for your subscription. We are actually on 30,000 by God's grace. And for that, I really wanted to thank you, family. I really wanted to do a special video and special photos for thanking you about all that, but time I do not have. Today I was so like prompt to do this quite long, but then I was like, I will do it with time, the video that I want to share with you now. Family, I will forever say witchcraft doesn't pay and it's not nice. In as much as you get the results of whatever you want to do, but there's so much work, and at the end of it all, there is no satisfaction. There's no peace that is accompanied with any action that you do against anybody. Be it that you succeed in whatever you want to do against a person. I always carried a burden of no peace after doing whatever I did to anybody, even though I'm not the one that initiates it, because people used to come to me for me to do certain things. So peace, family, I'm telling you, even the richest man on earth cannot buy peace if he doesn't have peace. And the peace that God gives you is a peace that the world cannot give you. Now, let me tell you a story of an act that I did. Okay, someone consulted me. I would like to call it a fury of a woman, or hell had no fury like a woman scorned. Okay, this is what happened. There was a couple, right? That was married for many years. They had everything that you can think of, money. And in most cases, people that have been married for long and have acquired a lot, like wealth together, it's hard for them to separate. Sometimes they just have to compromise and try to live together. To the proper word is to tolerate each other in order for them not to divorce, because if they were to divorce, there's so many things that are involved. Well, we stand in the gap to pray for such people to be restored, and not look for the option of divorce. But now we are talking of what is happening in this life, in this fallen world. So let me tell you of a couple that were in the verge of a divorce. In fact, they were tolerating each other, but the woman was, women love, and when a man does, I'm not saying men don't love. I believe they are good men, period. So this woman consulted me, and this was a scorned woman. This was a woman that was ready to do anything in order for her to get her vengeance, in order for her to get whatever out of the act that she wanted to get. And she did get it, The woman, I worked there, I would say it, I would keep saying it, I worked. So family, this woman came and said to me, I'm not here to consult. I know my issues and I just want you to deal with someone for me. I was like, okay, no problem. If your pocket allows you, I'll definitely do whatever you want. What is it that you want? And who is this particular person that you want me to deal with? And the woman was like, okay, my husband has been cheating on me and I know all his mistresses, but this particular one, I want you to deal with her because she's in for it. Like, she is not a mistress that comes and goes. She's been in this part of our problem for many years. They've been together for quite long, and I want to in a sense send a message. I said, okay. So I gave her options. What is it? Because me, I'll give you options. I've got options. I'm selling these things, basically. My shrine has anything that you want, so I'll give it to you. I give you options and then you choose your own. So the woman was not the person that was, when I say someone has an angry heart, bitter, and all she thinks about is dealing with the person. There is not, you can't give a lenient sentence in a sense. So she was like, she opted for a false pregnancy. Like, this person must carry a false pregnancy. It's not it is as easy as you would think, because someone would be like, I'm pregnant, and the tummy keeps growing, but there's no pregnancy. So that is heaviness. If you don't understand it, that is very, very heavy, because your tummy is growing, but you don't have pregnancy, and it's growing like you're pregnant. That is heavy to carry, family. You go to the doctor tells you there is nothing in your womb, and they find nothing. It's better when you go to the doctor, they tell you, no, you're not pregnant, you have growth or whatever, tumor, it may be. But for a doctor to say there is absolutely nothing wrong with you, and your tummy keeps growing. So family, so much that the man ended up begging, the woman, and the woman said, I'm not done with her yet. Family, I went with this woman. I had to look for a grave. Remember I told you I loved graves, hey? I had to look for a grave of a woman that died pregnant. It was not easy. Family, yeah. Let me tell you, witchcraft makes you work. This life, I know. A young comedian in Nigeria once said, this life, no balance. Let me tell you, for you, in order to achieve that, and this woman is giving you money, she doesn't have stress. You just tell her, no, you accompany me, because you are the one that is I'm going to use to ask this person to follow us. You understand? And my job is to locate the grave, Have you been to a graveside? There's so many people there. You don't know what took them. I need to find a woman that died with a baby in her tummy. Well, it was not easy. It's not a day thing. It's not a one-day thing. I have to sleep there. I have to get naked. As a traditional healer, in order for me to evoke that person and get the correct one. Then after that, I have to beg before she comes to beg as well. In order for those person to allow to go with me, this spirit, I need to cage it. You see, and sometimes it's not a spirit that you can cage. It's a spirit that died in the Lord. It's a spirit that a family knows. Sometimes it's not even someone that died in the Lord. It's just someone that the family would do anything. There's so many things that are involved in order for graves not to be touched. And I managed to do this, mix this concoction. It worked. The girl got pregnant, false pregnancy. Family, she ended up begging this man to take her to the wife in order to beg, because the wife was saying it, was going around that, give her 9 months. After 9 months, she'll be tired. She was going around telling people proudly that one, I've dealt with her and I'm going to still deal with her. So people were sending news. People, when there are mistresses that will just go around showing people that I am the middleman in that relationship or in that marriage. So the more they knew, people around them knew their story or their triangle, their love triangle. So basically the woman now, the wife it was her 10, in a sense, a chance to dance and show people that, no, I've dealt with her. And she got so pregnant at 16 months, in her calculation, she was getting tired. At 16 months, she started begging because she was getting swollen. Her tummy was big and it was tiring. She could not move that well. So she was getting swollen, like a pregnant person, but just a person who is tired. You can imagine being pregnant over 40 weeks. What's going to happen to you? Like if it's 36 to 40 weeks gestation and you tired, you literally tired, you cannot take it. She could not take it. She had to beg. Family, she had to beg this woman that, please free me. I will stay away from your man. You know, family, the woman was like, I want you to leave me alone, to leave my marriage alone. I worked hard to be here. If you people want to be free, it's okay. Tell your man to let me go. You know, tell him to free me, give me half of my things and go. That's all I want. You can keep him. You've been with him and you've been insulting me. The woman was just angry. So for the woman to be freed, they have to come to me. I'm the one that placed that to her. So the man has to agree to the divorce. So they came to my shrine together with this mistress. When they came to my shrine, they were talking. So I tried to make peace as well, you know, because I mean, my client is the boss now and she wants half of what you have. And I'm here, I can offer that in silver platter. I'm like, sir, give her what she wants so that I will release this person. If not, whatever happens to her, it's on your hands. So the man was like, okay, release her, and then I will give her whatever her demands are. But guess what? The woman was so wise. She said, no, let us finalize divorce. You know, you pay for it. You must go and apply for file for the divorce first. Then everything, when it's done, she will do her work. No problem. Anything I will do as long as you pay me. So the man tried to come and, you know, say whatever she paid you, I'll pay. I said, no, you don't understand the loyalty of my spirits. The loyalty of my spirits are with the one that came first. You see, not unless there were two people that I worked on and then there was collusion. Then these people I need to release in a different way. But now she was the loyal one. You see, and she's the one that has the first contract with my ancestors. So basically, I need to dance by her music. She is my boss. So how they solved this thing, family, was like the man gave her what she wanted and the woman came. You know, family, I remember working on that woman. After I've worked on her, she just looked at me and said, yo, Ausi, you are cruel. Me, I'm not the one who's cruel. I'm not the one that came for it. And besides, you know, family, I was laughing at this woman when she said, I laughed. I said, but I'm not the one that came after you. And I'm not the one that said you must sleep with people's husbands. And let me tell you something. Don't you dare say things like this to me. Did I not put this on you? Aren't you afraid that I'll reverse it and multiply it? So like, I'm sorry now that she remembers that this is the very same hand that caused destruction for me. So family, in as much as people can parade their spiritual darkness power in a nice way, it is never nice because you are a burden to someone's life. You know, you are the very hand that is being used in order to bring destruction, chaos, and turmoil in people's lives. And there is no peace in that. You can be paid millions. I do not care. But when something does not give anybody peace, I doubt if the God of peace, the God of creation, will be in good terms with you, because you are definitely an agent of darkness. So these are things that I dealt with, and I thank God, by the grace of God, that we are not saved by works. You see, we are saved by grace through faith in Christ alone, because my works before God, even if I can calculate my and say, oh God, this is what I've done in this your world, God, my works alone will never ever bring me back to God or give me that peace between God. So thank God for the cross. Thank God for Jesus, who went up and took everything about us to give us this freedom, liberty, and give us this peace. Family, witchcraft does not pay. And as much as I want to warn people against witchcraft, I also want to warn people against people's husbands. I am not an ambassador who says we will stand and judge people that are probably in relationships with like that. But I want to tell you the truth. People outside go and do whatever it takes to keep what they deem as theirs. You see, so you don't want to mess with the wrong woman, like the woman who consulted me. May the grace and peace of God be with you. I love you. God loves you more. Stay blessed.